What's up, A2 students? How are you doing? It's Philip here checking in with another 6-week journey video. So super excited, ready to rock and roll with you guys. Hey, how you been? Hope you're doing good. What's up? Hannah and I are having a baby very soon. It's gonna be crazy and it's coming. It's happening. Mason's on the way. Whoop whoop. Next time I see you, your boy gonna be a daddy. So yeah, it's happening. Craziness. Six Flags trip is coming up. It's literally June 23rd and 24th. So do whatever you gotta do. Sign up, get it done. Only a couple spots left. Oh, how about this GOAT? What y'all know? What y'all know about a little MJ? I mean, you know, little Tiger Woods. Six Flags trip is coming up. Make sure you sign up. You gotta go to our website. You gotta go to our give section and give to A2 students, and it's $100. Six Flags trip, June 23rd and 24th. It's about gone. So y'all sign up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. You're gonna have a good time. 6-week journey. Here's our question of the week. Are you ready? I love God, but why do I keep messing up? I love God, but I keep messing up, and I don't know why. Have you ever tried to help someone? Your reasons and your emotions and everything you were doing, like you were doing it for all the right reasons. Like I'm gonna help somebody. Like I'm about to be so self-sacrificial and help somebody, and you just go in hard. Like there was this one time that I had a friend, and he was dealing with a lot of stuff, and he was dealing with some family issues and all this kind of stuff. And so I was like, man, I'm gonna help him. So I go in and sit down, and I'm just gonna talk. And I kind of have an issue, like I think all the time I may have the answer when I probably don't. And like sometimes I just need to shh, but I'm not very good at being quiet. I'm better at being loud. And anyways, long story short, he was hurt, he was broken, and he was in an argument with his dad and his brother, and like there was some division in the family. And so here's what I did. I was like, yo, I'm gonna help out. And so I jump in, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking with him, and we're talking through things, and I think that I'm giving him some information and some thoughts that are gonna help him, but actually what I did was I just kind of stirred the pot. It was just terrible. Like he ends up crying, grown man, crying. And he's like, Philip, can you just please stop talking? And when you think you're helping someone and they look at you and they go, can you just please stop talking? You kind of messed up. Like it's evident. Your time of being good help is over. It's like, I love God, but why do I keep messing up? So maybe some of you guys can relate, maybe not. But Paul shared some of the same exact struggles in Romans 7. It actually reads like this if you go to your Bible, Romans 7, verses 21 through 23. This is in the Message. And I want you to hear how the Message says it. It says this, it says, it happens so regularly that it's predictable. The moment I decide to do good, sin is there to trip me up. I truly delight in God's commands. Like, I love God is what he's saying. But it's pretty obvious that not all of me joins in that delight. Parts of me covertly rebel. And just when I least expect it, they take charge. Paul's crying out and he's saying, hey, I love God. I do. Like, I want to do the right thing. I want to help said person. I want to be a good person. I want to serve God. Like, I love God. But I keep messing up and I don't understand why. So look, why do we still struggle with sin after we give our lives to Jesus? Right? Things are supposed to be perfect. You make a decision, you give your life to Jesus, you're committed, everything is supposed to be perfect, right? Well, here's the deal. When God made you, he created you with 3 distinct body parts. You are body, you are spirit, and you are soul. So we're 3 parts. We're body, flesh, we're spirit. That's the part that's made perfect when Jesus comes inside of us, and we're soul. That's our mind, our will, and our emotions. So here's the deal. Our body is what actually houses our spirit and our soul. So we have the body, the flesh, it houses the spirit and the soul. Our body is what lets us go around and actually execute the thing that God made us to do. Like, that's how we actually go and do. That's how boots on the ground, we make a difference in this world. Our soul allows us to think and reason and experience emotions, and like our soul allows us to like be present and like hook in and feel, and like, so soul is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Like, it's part of us, and our spirit is the part of us that lives forever. Like, it's going nowhere. Like, no matter what you decide, like your spirit is going to live forever. That's why we want you to know Jesus, so you can experience life and life abundantly, and you can experience the best time ever when we all get to heaven. Come on, somebody, I'll see you there. Hashtag, let's go. So the moment we give our lives to Jesus, our spirit is made alive in Christ and immediately put in right standing with God. While salvation happens in a moment, right? Like we give our life to Jesus, it's momentarily. It's like you make that decision, you profess it with your mouth, and you believe it in your heart, and it is like boom. While salvation happens in a moment, it takes time for our body and our soul to reflect the image of God. So our spirit hooks in immediately. Bam, it's perfect, right? Flesh and then our soul take time. Like it's a process of it to move from old man to new man. Like it's got to die and come back. Like, so there's the process. So how do we look like Jesus in every single aspect of our lives? We have to understand what sanctification is and what sanctification is not. So it's a big word. It's a big Christian word. Sanctification. I know it's scary, but listen, we're going to unpack it. So y'all hold on. Sanctification is not perfection. Listen, sanctification is not perfection. It's a process. Think about when you were a child and you were just learning to walk. Like really go there in your head. No one expected you to be able to just get up and go on the first try. Mom and dad weren't like, come on, boy, get up and walk, and expect it to happen immediately. No, it was a process. Like, you may be able to stand for a second and fall, and then a couple steps. Like they understood that it was going to happen time after time. So when you fell down because you're trying to learn to walk, your parents didn't yell at you and give up on you and move on. Instead, they got down on your level. Like they would squat down with you. I've got a baby on the way. As she's trying to learn to walk and she's falling, like I'm going to get right there with her. Eye to eye as her loving father. I'm going to look at her. I'm going to say, baby girl, you got this. I'm going to tell her, stand back up. Let's try again. I believe in you. I'm here for you. No matter what happens, I've got you. And God is the same exact way with us. Psalms 86:15 says this, but you, Lord, are a compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness. Listen, God is not intimidated by the process, because in the process, things actually get personal. Like within this process of I'm trying to learn and become more like Jesus. Like I love God, but I keep messing up. So I'm on this journey of sanctification. God is not scared of this. He wants you real and raw and authentic. He wants to see you get better. He wants to see you grow, and he's willing to get on your level in the middle of it. So number one, sanctification is not perfection. It's a process. Number two, sanctification is not behavior modification. It is heart transformation. The enemy wants us to believe that all God cares about is what we do and all that, and that like he's judging us when we make a mistake and he's condemning us, but that's not the heart of God at all. That's not how he is at all. Like God is not looking, he's not creating a set of rules for us to live by. He's literally looking for our heart to turn to him. Here's what the enemy does. The enemy stands at the door of sin, right? Whatever that sin is for you, and the enemy stands there and he invites you and he's like, hey, come on, Philip, it's good in here. Come on, and he entices, and it's so look, it's awesome. You want to be in here, and he's just doing that. And so then when you come to that door and you walk through that doorway of sin and you step on in there, he's then on the other side. So he's playing both sides. And he's going, how dare you come in here, Philip? You are a terrible person. God is mad at you. How dare you come inside this door? And you're like, wait, you were just telling me how awesome it is. That's what the enemy does. He's a punk. He plays both sides. He doesn't know who you are. He tries to twist and manipulate our minds and how we see God and all that. But God is not, that's not how he is. So it's not a set of rules. So it's not a set of rules. God is looking for heart. He's looking for a heart that's set on him. He's looking for someone that goes, I love you, God, and is open and honest and says, I just want to get better today. Psalm 37:4, take delight in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. It's always about the heart. It's always about the heart. When we begin to enjoy God, engaged in relationship with him, he will begin to change the desires of our heart to align with his. We will begin to love the people he loves, and we will begin to seek after the same things he seeks after. And when we take delight in him, he will give us like a brand new heart. So it's not like correcting a bad one. He's like, hey, here's a brand new one. and it's changing the way we see, it's changing the way we think, and it changes the way we live. Number 3, sanctification is not a destination. It requires daily discipline. It's not like we get there and it's all over. Y'all, this is a process. Listen. We have a heart to be more like Jesus. This summer, we don't want to waste our time. We don't want to be lazy. Like, we want to get closer to God. And we got to understand we have an amazing journey ahead of us this summer where every day, it's not the end destination, but we get to get better every single day. But it's going to take discipline. It's going to take making the hard choices. It's going to take saying no to some things and saying yes to some things you need to say yes to. It's going to take a commitment. So listen, God doesn't need anything you have. He just wants everything. He doesn't need you. He just wants you. He loves you so much. He's worth being dedicated to. He's worth fighting for. He's worth giving your all for. Like, hey, this God we serve is absolutely amazing, and he deserves our best. So to wrap it all up, let's go back into Romans chapter 7. And let's read Romans 7, 24 through 25 in the Message. So Paul says this, I've tried everything and nothing helps. Remember, he's speaking to the fact that, like, I love God, but I keep messing up, right? So remember, that's what we're talking about. So Romans 7, 24 through 25. I've tried everything and nothing helps. I'm at the end of my rope. Is there no one who can do anything for me? And he's like this. He goes, isn't that the real question? The answer, thank God, is that Jesus Christ can, and he does. Gosh, powerful. So why does it matter? Knowing that God does not expect us to be perfect, we can approach him with confidence. It allows us to take steps towards him and grow without fear of failing. With God, there is always more room for us to grow and mature because we will never be perfect on this side of heaven. We will always be able to grow closer to Jesus and look more like him. So I love God, but why do I keep messing up? We keep messing up because though our spirit has been made perfect the moment we accept Jesus, we've got our soul and our flesh that are pulling us every way. We live in a fallen, broken world. Like, this junk is hard, and we are on a process of sanctification. The reason we love God but we keep messing up is because we got some junk in us. Here's the best part. We have a God who loves us. He loves us right where we are. He gets on our level. He's willing to walk us through the process. He's not scared of the process, but he actually loves it. And he knows that if we will commit to him and keep our eyes focused on him, every single day we'll get a little bit better. And that's what he's looking for. It's not an end result. It's a heart thing. It's not a set of rules, but it's just love and relationship. Come on, somebody. We serve a good God. He loves us, and he loves you. Hey, guys, I'm out. It's been a long video. I hope you'll have an amazing week. We'll see you soon. Bye.